I'll be telling you why did residents stay for long hours on the roads to Sharjah. Ever since Monday, roads have been blocked, and not normal blocked, but for example, a route that would normally take you 30 minutes has taken residents an hour. Traffic has been impeccable and unbearable, and while traffic is an issue that the RTA is working on, it still is there, frustrating those going back home, specifically if they have to take the Sharjah route.
So, yes, people are frustrated, but it turns out the reason is far from just an accident on the road. One of the reasons is due to the weather conditions that occurred in the UAE on Saturday and Sunday, which we'll remember for the rest of our lives. As the water from the rain has not been fully drained in Sharjah, it has caused some disruption and chaos, leading on kind of major routes between the Emirates. So, for example, if you live near Sharjah or if you travel there and back to work, then you may have experienced it, and that is the reason.
Now, of course, I'm saying this as well, not only according to a study by the World Economic Forum, but spending long hours on the road going to and from work affects your mental health. The RTA has not said anything yet. We are just patiently waiting, and I can confirm that I have been stuck on the road, not even joking, for almost 3 hours. And I get so One way.
Do you live in Sharjah?
No, I don't. That's the thing, I don't. I live in Garhoud, you know what I mean?
But it's on the way, so it's affected.
Exactly.
So the backup is affected. I think it's a collaboration of things. I think the weather certainly affected it. I know on my small bio. Can we just say though, yes, some of the streets still have rainwater, but there's two sides to every story, and the main roads were cleared with the next day. Like we went onto the roads the next day, and it was amazing to see how much water had been drained. Now some of the streets still not there yet, obviously, if the traffic is still there. But I know that some people took to Instagram to be like, wow, how is this the same city that we saw yesterday? There was we were like Venice, and the next day it's like totally clear. So obviously it takes time, but we have to acknowledge that draining is happening.
Yeah, it is happening, but it's not normal because like you get frustrated, and you know what I mean. I used to think like, oh yeah, it wouldn't affect my mental health, because it does affect your mental health on so many levels. Like for example, I would have, I would think of like a million things I would want to do when I'm back home. But then I get back home and I am already frustrated, already pissed off, already really angry, and just like, you know, I'm starving as well, you guys. Like, you know, mind you, like, you know, not eating does, by the way, get to your, I would say, mental.
We get cranky.
Yeah, exactly. You get hangry.
Hangry
and angry.
Yeah.
Hangry. you get hangry, really, and then it's like, and the whole family is fasting, and the whole family is fighting, and I'm just sort of like, guys, I have been on the road for almost 3 hours.
3 hours is a lot.
And by the way, when I reach home and it's iftar time, and we are out there like setting and putting the table and so on, I can hear, you know, like the beep, 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 because the roads are still blocked.
Oh, inside your home, you can hear the traffic.
I can hear the traffic. I can hear everyone being angry. I'm like, you know what?
I hope it passes soon, and I hope if it's due to the rainwater, I hope it's because these things will just take a couple of days. We know that Sharjah was particularly affected.
Yeah.
However, what is your traffic hack? Right. So the Lovin Dubai show goes live on podcast. So if you want to listen on your way home, we would appreciate your listens. I listen to podcasts.
Okay.
And I do radio. But if I have a long journey, straight into a podcast. I listen to funny ones, informative ones, inspiration ones, and it's a whole mix. What about you?
I do too, you know, but then because of how frustrated I am, and because of how much it does affect my mental health, I get so frustrated, I would just like remove my earphones and just sit.
I'm not going near you if I see you come out of the car after traffic.
No, literally, and then it's like,
I don't think I've ever seen you so riled up.
No. You know what? The thing is, like, I'm very patient until I'm not. Okay. You know, and the thing is, like, I have been like patient, but like, literally.
But I get it. But like, if I'm really frustrated about something, the reason I like podcasts is because they take my mind off it. Like that's what I use them for. Because if I'm stuck in my own head and I have to think about like, you know, work, life, everything there, that's where, and if I have to look at this traffic and think about the traffic, then my frustration would build. So therefore I'm using it as like, it's like TV. It's something to just, and if I'm, you know, I listen to something kind of mindless and funny, because it's just to take my mind off it.
Yeah, but the thing is, you know, like I have this thing where like if I am pissed off from something, I literally cannot put it in capital letters and in red, cannot even think. I cannot even think, you know, all I can think of is I want this right now, fixed right now, or else I'm not going to be able to do anything. Because, you know, like, let's say I had done something, let's say like I had a bad day at work, right? Normal people would, you know, get like, you know, like get home, watch TV, listen to music. I would not. I would like overthink it and get angry and frustrated. And because of the roads, it's not like an easy task for me. And because I like to actively listen to podcasts and actively listen to music, I like to actually understand. But if let's say like there's like this like road,
you know, on the how you said, I think this normal people probably just go home and chill. I would question that everyone is different, and how people are at work, at home and stuff. I wouldn't just assume that everyone is just chill. And I think that what you're describing is probably very real for a lot of people, that it's the beginning of Ramadan. You know, we're tired, and when you're in unexpected traffic, and as you said before the show, like you had great plans for this time. You know, like you said, you wanted to go home and work out, and you're not able to, so it's frustrating building it. I get it. So I really hope that traffic soothes and calms.
I really hope so, because as I told you, I told Casey, I had planned, you know, I was like, oh yeah, you know, we finished work at 2. I'll be home by 2:30. I will work out. And because it's very healthy, by the way, as well, to work out before iftar, apparently. And I was like, yeah, you know what? And I will be having like my amazing body by Eid. Because after Ramadan comes Eid, right? And I have been reaching home very late. I'm like, it's not
you don't need. She looks fabulous. Doesn't she look fabulous?
Thank you.
Okay.